A very warm welcome to AW Services. I just wanted to share a video which would be like a hints and tips video. It may help someone out there, and the information that I have I can share with you, so it might help as and when you require this information. So for me, example, I've got a Renault Trafic 3. That's a 2016 1600cc diesel, and I think that's somewhere around 115 brake horsepower. So it's a short wheelbase van. And if your handbrake cable, so common fault with the Renault is when you take it for an MOT, sometimes you will get a failure where your handbrake lever on your caliper is sticking, and you sometimes on your MOT certificate you might get what you call lack of free play. So that could be a multitude of things, from the brake cable itself. It could be the caliper mechanism is knackered because you have two springs, an external spring and an internal spring on the handbrake lever on the caliper. Or you could have defective brake pads. You could have even a stiff wheel bearing. So for mine, I had a failure where it kept failing on free play on the wheel. So I've stripped everything down, and then it led me to my handbrake cable, which I didn't really notice at first because of the way that the cable is routed from over the top of the fuel tank. It's an absolute nightmare to get to the adjuster, which is on the other side. So you undo the adjuster, you pull it all forward, you take out the center cable from the handbrake lever itself, and then you can pull the adjuster back to pull the cable out. But my cable, so this piece of cable here, which ran under the rear, like the rear axle, and then it comes into the top of the caliper. And my cable, I didn't notice it at first, but completely rotted out. So it's a PVC coated steel wire cable, and it looks a bit grotty there. And then on a closer inspection, there's actually a couple nicks in the cable where the insulation has broken and water's got in there and completely blown it apart. So when my van was on MOT and it would fail because it would say they'd let the handbrake off and the lever would still be on, locking the brakes, that's why, because I had no play whatsoever, and I'm pulling on that. I'm strong and I'm putting about 20 kilos and can hardly move the cable. So yeah, knackered handbrake cable. Always check your handbrake cables, make sure you check them for wear completely. They are a complete ball ache to get out of the vehicle, but if you can check them, knowledge is power. So like mine, it was completely knackered. Another thing I wanted to share is on the handbrake cable where it goes into the top of the two-way puller adjuster, which is above your fuel tank, which is a nightmare to get to. If you wanted to source new cables, I don't know if my camera can pick it up, but there are hot stamped manufacturer's numbers, OEM numbers. This one is actually a genuine cable from a 2016 van, which mine is, and it's marked GM, General Motors. So basically it's the same derivative Vauxhall Nissan Prime Master, I think it is, Vauxhall Vivaro, Renault Trafic, the same cables, but you've got manufacturer's numbers. And the best website I found for matching up OEM part numbers was actually mdoc.co.uk. mdoc, it's a motor spares factors online, and you can match up all of your OEM numbers to find out other manufacturers' numbers and cross-reference. Bit of a long-winded video of me waffling on about a load of crap, but if this video helps you, then it's done its purpose. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe, support AW Services, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.